All right, here we go.
Indeed. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game one of this final semifinal round here. That was dumb, kind of repetitive there. But anyway, the last semifinal match of the day here as we bring you BANCV. TWA is their clan name. They are the EU champions here as they square off against Cloud, the Russian third place team that has advanced to this part of the tournament. Saf.
Yep, and I think
Go ahead.
yes.
I was going to say, take me through the BANCV lineup, but go for it. What were you going to
I'd
say?
love to. I was gonna say, earlier when you were asking me about picks, right? Like I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if Sneaky Snake is on TWA because
Oh,
he
yeah,
is.
he is.
I'll bet against him. Why not? So anyway, here we go. We've got Ohio, Thunder, Des Moines, Goliath, and then of course Triple Petropavlovsk, because why not? Yoshi and a Stalingrad, and finishing up with a Smolensk.
Opposing them on the south spawn is Cloud, coming to the dance with Ohio, Thunder, Salem, quadruple Petropavlovsk, a Marceau, and a Smolensk of their own.
Wow. Okay, so we talked about the Petropavlovsk meta before. Here it is, folks.
Yeah, here it is. We've seen a lot of this, and again, going kind of for the AC split here. They're trying to push the Marceau. Cloud trying to push their Marceau into C before anybody can get there. Goat Wizards Petro will be in radar range if they want to try and take this shot. Let's see what they're going to do with this Marceau. They're not going to push him through the island. He's going to touch the cap.
No.
He can't make. Surely he can't make this turn.
Dorifto!
He is going to make this turn. There's the radar from Goat Wizard. They can see him now. There come the shells. They're going to get some resets here.
What is he doing?
I don't know. I don't think he can turn back. He can't. He's going to slow down. He has to slow down in order to turn and get back behind cover. And hilariously,
oh my God,
it works. He manages to dodge some of the shells. Wow, Zath, look at that. He got chunked there a little bit by the Ohio, but not too bad.
Man.
He is going to pick up C. On the other side of the board, J-Dun's Smolensk working the bottom end of A. No way for them to stop it. He should be able to pick something up as well. Actually, he just got... Okay, he did get radared by Akia's Petro over by B, yeah.
Pushed out of the cap. On fire. Ouch.
Good solid hits there. Lots of shells falling on his deck. But the Marceau does succeed in picking up C. As J-Dun reverses back onto A momentarily, he'll start taking that one up once again. Now, this game, we saw what Lair did earlier. Of course, Lair plays on RU as well. Lair was the RU second place team. We saw them play this map, and here we're seeing a very completely different take on it. A much more traditional take from the RU third place team here with Cloud as they send, just like, we've got a Petro and a Salem and all these guys going to the 9-10 line. You see quite a bit of force here from TWA as they send some guys over to this line as well.
Feels like they're doing the same thing that 07 did, that Enough did.
Yeah, but at least there's ships over here for them to shoot at, right?
That is true.
07 didn't really have that problem.
Well, I mean, Dead Kamek is in about the same position that the Kleber was at this point in the game when 07 put their assets over there.
Correct. He is.
So,
Interesting. They pushed J-Dun off of A. They never did manage to cap it. Now he counter radars Brandis, pushes him off of A. Lots of little games being played over here. Neither team picking up A in the early going. Info radar coming off of Sneaky Snake's Des Moines over on the 9 line. They're looking to see if they can figure out where Dead Kamek is. They did pick him up. They're pushing him back now. Sneaky putting good damage into him, just driving him further south down the 9 line.
Yep, it won't kill him, but it'll definitely make him think about things.
Oh yeah,
it
just pushes him back and allows Sneaky to move up a bit. And every little bit of damage you put into that Marceau sticks, right? He has no way to heal any of it back. So every little bit counts big.
But at the same time, you also have, you know, adrenaline rush, so you could be actually making the Marceau stronger.
Sneaky's got petro shells coming in from his broadside. Nope, bad
It's all right.
dispersion.
It's okay.
He handles that no problem. As it looks as if Brandis might finally bag 8. Nope, they get a reset on him somehow. Not sure if he's spotted. Nope, they got a blind reset on him apparently.
Or
they had him. Or they had him
in the same spot.
Either that, or they just had him radared briefly enough and just fired some shells. They succeed in the reset. They push him back. He has to get back onto the cap and try again. Meantime, B cap empty, going nowhere. TWA keeping a Stalingrad and a Thunderer playing the center part of the map. So far, a very technical, position-oriented game. The very kind of thing that we expect and are used to seeing out of the EU teams, right? Very different from what we saw. Yeah, very different from what we saw Lair kind of force upon Enough earlier in the day on this very same map.
Interestingly enough, Cloud seems to be responding with the exact same kind of deal, and so we aren't seeing the decisive plays that happened in the first part of our stream today.
Brandis radar on top of A once again. Battle for A continues with no winners.
Only losers.
Only losers, that's right. 7 minutes gone, and Cloud has worked out to about a 150-point lead on the strength of their cap advantage. Not insurmountable, but noteworthy. At the moment, I find it curious. Cloud has no eyes on the TWA forces on the 9-10 line. They can't see anything. They've got eyes on the Ohio now as he puts a salvo downrange and takes about 3,000 HP off of Dead Kamek. Once again, the small end onto the top of A. That's Brandis, still trying to make this happen.
It's always fun watching a destroyer slap fight in for caps, right? All they do is they show each other their butts, and then eventually somebody does something stupid and dies.
TWA still in search of their first cap, nearly 8 minutes into this game, and I think they're finally going to get it. I don't see a radar. I don't see shells coming in. They're not going to get a reset on Brandis this time.
No. But they need that. They need the cap so they can start taking a point.
Solid hit on Jodun there. An early radar from IKEA over on the 4 or 5 line gets wind of Joe, and they put some good damage into him.
Yep, some additional salvos coming in. Dead Kamek also at 8K now.
Yep, he had an Ohio salvo a minute ago.
Yeah.
Well, and you see now Darth Enning now pushing straight down the 9 line in his Ohio. Presumably looking for shots for De La Vega's Petro. Right now his guns aren't looking that way, though. He's got his guns, actually, his guns are looking on Tempest Salem. So this is the kind of push, right, that we never really saw 07 make. They said all these guys over here, and they kind of sat for a while, and they sat for a while. And now you see TWA with a similar position, but they are moving up here as we approach, not quite, but approach the halfway mark of the match.
Yep. I mean, the Salem, just like the Goliath in that previous game we were mentioning, is in a good position, right? Kiting away, he's got the super heal. The big question is can TWA deal with all of these ships? I mean, Sham just takes a decent chunk out of Goat Wizard there in the Petro as he moves down farther south on the 10 line.
Well, one thing that I like to watch, that I'm watching TWA do on this 9-10 line, they're like leapfrogging, right? They push Sneaky up. Sneaky moved in behind the island that he's stuck at right now. Then they moved Darth Henning up. Now he's kind of stuck in behind an island. He's just kind of chill here for a bit, or he's got a little bit of cover from at least some of these ships. And you see now, Goat Wizard moving up, moving down the 10 line, like leapfrogging to his next island. So they're just slowly working down, working with the cover they have available to try and make something happen. Despite being 200 points down, TWA content to trade HP for a while. They do have a noteworthy health advantage, about 100,000 hit points right now. but they do not have a lead on points.
I think that the big thing is going to be they have to do something about this Ohio. I mean, the Salem's going to do what the Salem does best, right? Which is be annoying as heck
Yep.
and just whatever. But they got to get Sham out of here.
Well, and you're starting to see
Oh.
the Marceau make his presence felt. The torpedoes are coming in. I'm not sure they'll have the range, but he's also sitting back there where he's not spotted, just farming the Ohio's HP. And the Stalingrad in the middle of the board took a big hit.
Torpedoes have the range, just not the right angle.
Yoshi's just getting
What happened to Yoshi?
He's not showing enough of an angle to Belinok's Petro, and he just got hammered for a bunch of Citadels. 2 salvos in a row.
Oh my goodness.
He basically is
terrible.
He's going to get trapped in here. He will become the first casualty of the game eventually. Unless he can find a place that he can go dark or they can kill Belinok, it's going to happen. There comes a radar. That's a Petro radar to push J-Dun off of B. Very few people have shells. The Thunder, the only one with a target, really, does put some damage into him.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because
that's actually Yoshi's radar in the Stalin, I believe.
Okay, I saw it come from IKEA. I must have missed it.
Yeah, they could have double radared.
Now they're pushing Sneaky. TWA pushing Sneaky over, trying to step onto the C cap. That health advantage they had is starting to whittle away, though. They coughed up a lot of HP on Yoshi, and Yoshi will be going out in a little while as soon as they can get some shells on him.
Yep.
At the
Look at this
moment,
Marceau.
They can't see him. They're guessing. But they get him.
There it is.
They guess correctly, and there he goes.
That's a shot from the Thunder at near max range.
Mm-hmm.
Through the island. Nothing but ship. Wow.
First blood going to Cloud here in Game 1 as they now hold a 300-point lead. 8 minutes to play. Now, I'm a little surprised they haven't moved Sneaky up far enough to get into this cap circle. He's kind of trying to reorient, I think. I guess probably because the Thunder... Yeah, the Thunder back there has got shots on him. He's actually switched to AP because Belinok is moving up. This might be a mistake. This could be bad. Bella could take a ton of HP. He could lose a ton of HP for this move.
He's alright. He'll be okay.
Seems okay.
The bigger thing is Goat Wizard versus Sham. In the Ohio, I think Goat Wizard's in a really bad position.
Goat is very low back here on under 10,000.
There it is.
Ooh, there it was. The Ohio deals the killing blow. A 400-point lead now for Cloud. TWA trying to find their way into this game, a game that they could honestly, they're not completely out of it. The health advantage they had is now gone. They're trying to shove one of these Petros into B. He's going to take at least a couple of torps. No, just the one. They've got eyes on the Marceau, and the small end up ahead is on 980 HP, Zath. They've got to kill one of these. They've got to kill one of these destroyers. They're like 3 points.
J-Dun took a big hit, but then he just ducked right behind cover. So
even now, the only person with shells on J-Dun might be Sneaky. Sneaky now sitting on C. TWA on all the caps at the moment. That'll hold Cloud's points at 800. Oh,
big hit though on IKEA.
IKEA just took a big hit, and turning out to avoid the hit from Bella, he took a big hit from the Ohio. They're going to get him in a salvo or two. Yep, there's more Citadels from Bella. Bella's position has been just brutally punishing another brilliant salvo. Well done.
That's what we see on North. It rewards teams with very good position, punishes those who show broad.
Yep. All kinds of good angles to play on this map, and for the moment, Cloud has found them all. Several low-health ships that TWA could still take advantage of. This game is not out of reach for them, but they are running out of time. They need to bag some kills very soon. Bella would be a decent pick. It's getting harder and
harder for them to win. 5 minutes left.
Bella would be a decent pick if they can find a way to make it happen. They can't see
Legend
him.
is trying.
Blood Legend trading HE into Bella's bow now. Next salvo will probably put Bella off the board. That wouldn't be TWA's first kill. There it is. He's going to take a couple of torpedoes for his trouble.
Yeah.
That does open things up for him to get into B, but he's got an Ohio in his face. That's not going to make it easy.
Look at the battle going on at C now. Sneaky
Yep.
going into C finally.
And they push De La Vega up to block him out.
Oh, Deafening is going down. He's at 5K and burning. I see Ohio.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see him. TWA is going to lose their battleship on the 9 line. Well, he put the fires out. Can they see him? They can. There he goes.
Matter.
There he goes. Once again, the 3-ship lead in favor of Cloud. I don't think TWA can get this, Sath. The opportunities that they lost, missing killing these destroyers is what's gonna cost them, I think.
100%. I also think I think sending 3 ships down that 9-10 line, we've seen it all day today so far. 07 game, and also in the enough game. 07 was able to convert on that, but the other 2 teams not so much.
I liked the way they played that though, like the leapfrogging strategy they were using. It didn't work.
It was great.
It didn't work out, but I liked the way I liked the way it was done.
Mm-hmm.
Blood Legend low. There he goes. Thunder HA to the face. Takes him off the board. Sham's still alive on 6,000 HP and running south along the H line. But I just don't think they have the firepower to get him at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm gonna say this, Sath. I don't know that I feel like Angel Stone's Thunder was very impactful this match, right? We felt the impact of both Cloud battleships. I don't feel that way about Angel Stone.
I didn't realize they had a Thunderer.
Yeah, that kind of says it all, you know? Right?
It's kind of like many of you guys have played this game, of course, and I'm sure you've been in a random battle before where you're like, oh, there's carriers? Like, you don't even notice it, right?
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about here. Sneaky
yep.
takes.
There goes
It's
Sneaky.
taken down.
There goes Sneaky. Those big overmatching battleships taking out the Des Moines, and that's it. They do finally bag Sham. It took them, what, almost 18 minutes, but they finally bag one of the battleships. They lose their Goliath, and this is essentially over. It's all mop up now for Cloud.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to take game 1.
Yep. Yep. Brandis is shooting the ground there. He wants to be done.
Well, an Angel Stone is broadside. Like he's calling the wipe is the term that you use, right?
Yep.
It's an old MMO term. You just wipe it and get on to the next attempt, right? And there it was.
That's right. That's right.
Great
Just wash
game.
after you wipe.
Great game from both teams, but Cloud comes out on top. Hey, look, Zath, we got to pick right.